welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. Y'all gotta help me get out of this 9 to 5 so I can keep pushing these videos out. But I did see a quote and it said that the effort that you put into a 9 to 5, make sure you put that same effort into the 5 to 9 for yourself. That's what I'm trying to live by. Today I'm gonna be reacting to some of y'all's unpopular opinions. And so I feel like when y'all sent these in, some of y'all wanted to fight for real. So we're gonna go ahead and hop straight into the video because I know I need to get this video edited and posted as soon as possible. And so the first one up is Kendrick Lamar is not that good. Now, I don't listen to Kendrick as much as Drake, but I do know a lot of y'all just being haters right now. He kind of like getting the rain and the shine and the success right now, like the record breaking, like everybody paying attention to him. But just because you don't like somebody don't mean that they're not good. Because me personally, Kendrick Lamar got some real good hits. So I'm a Kendrick fan and I'm a Drake fan, but I don't think you should say he's not that good. To be fair, rap beefs is part of the culture. That's what people want to see, that's what people want to hear. You know, a lot of them rap about they the best at this, best at that. So it's kind of like step up to the plate, you've been challenged. But yeah, you might think he riding Drake wave. I mean, he could be, but he's using that. I mean, he dissed Drake, Drake dissed him. He's using that momentum. That's a businessman to me, so I don't got a problem with that. Next one, sugar goes into grits. To me, sugar goes into multi-meal, but for grits, like I'm from Louisiana, from grits, I only ate it with like salt, pepper, butter, like simple stuff like that. But when I heard about multi-meal, you're supposed to put sugar in it. A lot of people that I know that's fixed it has put sugar in it. So I guess you can say just eat, it's kind of the same thing I think, but just eat multi-meal and then, you know, grits, expect salt. Next one, Rihanna is better than Beyonce. So I gotta be unbiased because I am Beehive, but to me, Rihanna and Beyonce give like two different type of vibes. Beyonce has like told us many times, we've seen Beyonce grow up. She's been in the game for like 28 plus years. She told us many times that like singing is her life. It's videos when she was younger. She was into these competitions with a girl group called Girls Time. She been dancing since she was like 7 years old. She always looked up to Michael Jackson. Like she said out of her mouth, singing is life. She showed us many times, even like Homecoming with the Netflix stuff, like how she challenged herself, how she challenged her bodies. She's over like production, really over everything. Like there's nothing that she don't just fully put into somebody else's hands. If you got a passion for something, you'll do any and everything to make sure it lasts. You know, if you love doing it, that's probably how you want to retire too. And that goes for any kind of like job outside of like entertainment and stuff like that. Now Rihanna, I personally never seen like an interview or heard Rihanna say that singing is her life. I do think what she did in the music industry it's gonna forever be like remembered. And she got hits too, like she got a lot of hits too. She had a good come up. But Rihanna right now is more into like the business industry. And I think she kind of like figured out like, hey, like this is my lane. Like she figured out that's what she want to do, that's what she enjoy. She can still be creative, she can still like, she just became a self-made billionaire. She can still triple like her network. She got people working for her. She got a third kid on the way. She's getting comfortable to where she's at, even though people begging for music. As far as like comparing them, I think like as a whole, we need to stop comparing people in general because we already get that enough. I feel like they created their own lanes and they're in those lanes like perfectly how they should be. Next one, Jordan shoes are overrated. Now, I was never a fan of like Jordans all through junior high, high school. I think the Jordan 11s and the Jordan 13s is what I wanted, but that was probably the only Jordan that I wanted. But I wanted it because how it looked. I know a lot of people buy stuff over the name, but I'm not big on like names or who created it. If it's clean, it's clean. And that goes that we buy stuff from like Walmart, you know, rock it. You can rock it. Because nowadays people just paying for stuff for the name anyway. And all Jordan shoes don't look that good. For the most part, people I know that love Jordans, you know, they are basketball players. They love basketball, they watch basketball. Jordan is like in that conversation, so I can see why they want, you know, something to represent them. As far as like people used to get bullied for stuff like that back in the day and get clowned for it, or like people only ask for Jordans because they don't want to get talked about, it's crazy to me. You should not say the N-word if you're not black. Agreed, but at the end of the day, people are grown and they're gonna say what they want to say. So you can't like really stop nobody from saying that, because just because they're not saying it in front of you don't mean they're not saying it behind closed doors or to anybody else. Yes, there's freedom of speech in the country, but just remember, just because you say it don't mean there's not gonna be consequences for it. So I would just say, keep it respectful. I always thought it was weird because I didn't really understand why other races said it. It don't really make sense to me, but people gonna say what they want to say, so we kind of just got used to it. Just keep it respectful, because just because it's a free speech country doesn't mean that somebody probably won't hit you if you've been disrespectful. And everybody don't tolerate disrespect the same way, so don't be surprised if something was to happen. People who get more than one plastic surgery is suffering from mental illness. Agreed. You can really argue that. It's different when it's medical, like where medically, like you have to do this. You know, I understand that part, but if you're really comfortable in your skin and y'all preach like body positivity, all this other stuff, why do you get lip fillers? You can't say, and I'll argue this, oh, it's just because I look better. If you was comfortable in your skin, you would already feel like you perfect. You already love all the features that you got. Enhancements, I guess, or get rid of wrinkles, that's cool, the Botox and stuff. But when you medically read about it, you basically putting yourself in a life or death situation for attention. That's how I see it. Newborn babies aren't always cute. Agreed. We're not saying all babies are ugly like that, because we don't talk about kids. But in junior high or even through elementary, you see in books, and we all joke about like, oh, like humans look like aliens when they forming in the womb and stuff like that. Aliens don't look good, so we already talked about that. People who post a baby like right after they come out the womb, I mean, that's your business, that's your kid, do what you want to do. Me personally, I just let everybody know we had the kid. You know, they be posting the pounds and stuff like that. We can probably do like a little photo shoot, you know, to post on social media, small stuff like that. But then again, it could just be me because I'm extra, but that's kind of like how I want to do it. Nobody probably, besides like family, close surroundings and stuff like that, nobody won't see my baby on social media probably like 2 to 3 months. Soak up the moment, spend time with the kid. And once you start posting, everybody gonna try to come anyway. Beyonce is overrated. Here we go again. And this goes for a lot of other celebrities too. We have to stop saying people are overrated because y'all don't like something. Typically, when you ask somebody why they don't like Beyonce, they can't give you a real reason why. It's never about like her singing and stuff like that. When you got people like Michael Jackson, you got Michael Jackson's kids still commenting on her till this day. Because he said in an interview that till this day, as far as stardom, he thinks Beyonce is the closest to his father. He didn't say she was over him, but she said out of all people that's out right now, he thinks she's the closest. And that's from his kids, so you can't discredit that. She's an entertainer, you're gonna get your money's worth. But when you have people like Diana Ross that just came out on tour with her for her birthday, I think 2 or 3 years ago, when she performed with Tina Turner earlier in her years, she performed with Prince earlier in her years, Michael Jackson gave her awards earlier in her years. Like all these big A-listers has already co-signed her. To say she's overrated and she's still lasting, what, 28 plus years in the game, y'all reaching. I think y'all reaching. At some point, you just gotta admit you a hater. If you don't like a song, that's understandable, but to say she's overrated is crazy. We've seen her work ethic, we've seen her longevity, she's still in the game, she's still charting, she's still selling out stadiums, not arenas, stadiums, because a lot of people that can't sell out stadiums, they can only do arena tours. So when she's doing stuff like that, I don't think you can call that overrated. Star Wars isn't as good as people make it out to be. Agreed. I've seen a lot of Star Wars, and they're making all kind of like different chapters and stuff like that. And I can't tell you about none of that. It keeps your attention. It's cool. It's decent. I just don't get the hype. I don't get the hype. Now I don't discredit it because, you know, Star Wars is still here. Kind of like what I was just saying. Star Wars is still here. People still obsessed with Star Wars. That goes for Lord of the Rings. That goes for Harry Potter. Harry Potter too is cool. I just don't get the obsession with it. Now Percy Jackson and the Sorcerer's of Apprentice, stuff like that, I like that. Christmas without snow isn't Christmas. Now I do know like places like LA and stuff like that, they grew up knowing that like it don't snow there, so you kind of get used to it, but they still decorate, they still, you know, celebrate the holiday. I think it all depends on like how you were raised, what part of the country you was raised in. But I do think snow like kind of gives it like, it's like a big mood boost. Like, you know, it's white outside. The snow making the lights look better at nighttime. The snowman, because they make songs about stuff like this too. I'll see the snowman. Especially with the music, you kind of expect snow to be outside. Receiving gifts is a greedy love language. Is receiving gifts a love language or giving gifts a love language? I don't know. But I do think it can come off as materialistic too, because it's kind of like if you and that person got to make up or something, or like, would you feel like that no matter what, whether who's right or who's wrong, like the situation ain't gonna be fixed unless you get a gift out of it or something like that? Or are you taking advantage of that person knowing that, hey, like they know that I ain't gonna talk to them or I'm gonna ignore them until they buy me this or they buy me that? Or will it get to the point to where you like, oh, can you buy this for me? And then what if they finally tell you no, or they can't do it right now? and you feel like that's them saying they don't love you. So I don't know, I feel like it's a lot of cracks. I think to expect something from somebody, you're gonna get your feelings hurt. Fall and winter is better than spring and summer. Agreed. Maybe because I'm a person that don't like to be hot. Like, I don't like to be hot at all. Like, I sleep with my house on like 67. Ceiling fans be on. It's easier to get warm in the cold, but it's real like irritating to get cool and heat. Summer's cool as far as vacations, even like some movies. Fall and winter is just a vibe. We just talked about Christmas. Christmas is part of the winter time. That's like the most popular holiday in the US. From Halloween to Thanksgiving, and then going into Christmas, like that whole like last part of the year is a whole vibe. You should be eating 3 meals a day. Disagree. Because I think like statistically, you don't have to eat 3 meals a day, but also it all comes down to what are you eating. Sometimes I work so much where I eat like once a day. Have y'all ever been so hungry to one point and then when you finally eat, you take that one bite and then you're not hungry no more? I looked it up, I forgot what it was called, but that's the thing, like that happens to me a lot. But I do make sure now that like, you know, when I'm off and stuff, I wake up slow, get up early, cook a big breakfast. But when I do eat, if it's like once a day, I eat something heavy. But like almost like a full course meal too, to make sure I'm getting what I'm getting. But like if it's in like the morning time and I know I don't got time to eat, I'll still drink something like a protein shake or something like that. Staying friends with your exes is fine and healthy. I disagree. If it didn't work out, like it was all for a reason. And so like what really is left to talk about now? I understand like if you got kids by somebody, y'all co-parent, because co-parenting, I agree with all that. But as far as just being friends with your ex, I don't understand why. What is there to talk about? As a friend, you hang out with your friends. When are y'all gonna hang out? Why are y'all gonna hang out? Because this is gonna look off as a whole picture anyway. Like it raised a lot of questions. When you just call your ex and be like, hey, let's go on vacation? It's kind of like, do you still want to be with that person or you don't? But I feel like once you go past that relationship part and then it don't work out, like that's a cutoff, that's it. And you don't gotta have no hard feelings towards them. It's just keep it cordial. You know, it happened, it is what it is. I remember you, peace out. I got other people to focus on, you know, next relationship to worry about. And I feel like if you are in a relationship and you were friends with your ex too, that's gonna cause problems. And I don't think, because a lot of y'all try to throw insecurity around, I don't think it's always an insecurity thing, it's a moral thing, like a respect thing. What's the need? Like, if you're in a relationship and you're still friends with your ex, why is your focus on that person? I just don't see why you need to be friends with them. That's it for this video. Y'all comment below what kind of content y'all want me to do. The comment that gets the most likes is the next video idea that I'm gonna do. The first day of summer is June 21st, and so I need y'all help. I'm at 66 subscribers right now. No later than June 21st, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends, your family, share with everybody. Tell them to subscribe. We trying to hit 100 subscribers before the first day of the summer, which is June 21st. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting. See y'all in the next video.